all of this. Y'all, this is my bitch, Scotty.
And I'm from the South.
She runs the South.
It's your girl, Scotland, aka Scotty Too Hottie with the body.
The rest of the ladies. Our next baddie coming to the stage is Scotty. Don't forget with the body.
And let me some papa.
Welcome to Cocktails and Conversations with your girl, Capricorn Rose. Tonight I want to talk about Scotty with the baby. Now I don't want to do a full recap. I just wanted to touch on a couple of things like the dynamic of Lemmy and Scotty's relationship. So I'm finding it really hard to have any empathy for Scotland, or should I even be having, or even should I be looking for any empathy? Is this just one of those games that certain women play? Have a baby by a billionaire, secure the bag, and that's just that? Or is this really, truly a love story for Scotty? Is she actually in love? Is she truly in love? But I will say this, rule number one, don't fall in love with your trick. Don't fall in love with your John. And I feel like that's what Scotty has done. Now, when I'm looking at the episode and they're doing the gender reveal, one of the things that stood out to me was Scotty's father's congratulations speech to Lemmy and Scotty. He said, "Lemmy, you told me 3 years ago that you were going to take care of Scotty."
Amen.
Lim, you told me 3 years ago you were going to take care of Scotty. I was scared as hell for Scotty to be on the road. I said, Lim, that's my only daughter. I love her to death.
Now, if we rewind and we go back 3 years, that's going to be what, 2023? And in 2023, Lemmy was in a quote unquote relationship with Janisha John. So I find a little overlap there, right? So when Scotty or Lemmy comes out and they try to run interference on this whole narrative that Scotty is a home wrecker, we're not buying it.
That was on me, and I say that wholeheartedly. I made my own decisions, and I'm okay with that. And I was happy with the decision that I made with you, and I don't regret it. I don't feel guilty about it. I don't feel as though I made the wrong decision. I feel like I made the right decision.
Now, I do know that a man is only going to allow, what he's going to allow. So if we just can't blame Scotty for the demise of their relationship. But I will say, if a woman in a relationship with a man is continually running around with a specific woman, only one of two things is going to happen. Either that woman is going to learn to accept it and deal with it, or that woman will eventually leave. And I do believe that that's what happened in Janisha's case. Now, she's not innocent. I'm not giving her a pass or anything like that. According to Anna, Scotty was invited in, as some bedroom candy for Lemmy and Janisha. Okay, and I'm assuming that maybe that was supposed to be the extent of it. But Scotty continued to stay around season after season, absolutely, bringing absolutely nothing to the Baddies franchise, in my opinion. So yeah, she's a beautiful woman and all of that, but she just didn't give me, baddie vibe. Okay, so now she's looking for an exclusive relationship from Lemmy.
Discussion
Right.
as far as like how to have a healthy relationship. I'm
Okay,
just
you gotta
trying to
make me
understand.
very much secure in our relationship. Give me more reassurance. I don't
How
feel
m-
safe in my position at the moment in time because of your type of relationship that you
What is my
want.
type of relationship?
Looking at the episode, and I'm just kind of appalled. She came into this relationship with Lemmy under a certain pretense. Lemmy made it perfectly clear that she knew what time it was and she knew what she signed up for. But just like any typical woman, you get pregnant or situations, circumstances change, and now she's expecting the man to change. And I think that's an unrealistic ask. I don't believe that Lemmy's going to change. I don't believe that Lemmy's going to be exclusive. Scotty said herself during the episode that he's dating numerous women and he didn't deny it. I feel like Scotty, you really played yourself, sis. I'm sorry in my Tinkerbella voice, Scotty. You lost. you lost. And I say that you lost because you're willing to give the man everything that comes along with with a married couple. You've given him the baby. You're giving him commitment, and you're being there for him. And the things that he brings up when he talks about what he provides you is an easy lifestyle. He provides you shelter, water, food, and materialistic things. And in reality, you're looking for more of a emotional connection. And I just don't believe that he's going to be able to provide that to her. Now, we will see. Scotty's, she's pregnant, so I know emotions are all over the place. So maybe she'll get back on her A game and get back into, a nigga's a nigga and a trick's a trick, and kind of play it like that. But I'm going to have to keep my eye on this because I really don't believe that this is going to play out the way Scotty anticipated that it was. I believe that she will get her karma as it relates to being around his ex-girlfriend Janisha and smiling in her face and playing the role and playing footsies under the table with Janisha's man at the time. And women like that can't be trusted. So as much as Scotty likes to portray herself as a girl's girl, in my opinion, she really isn't. She really isn't. She's the type of woman that you can't trust. You can't trust because it seems like if the opportunity presents itself or if she feels that the situation is something that can catapult her to the next level, then no matter who she steps on, she's willing to go for it. This relationship with Lemmy has now ruined her friendship with Natalie, and we take that with a grain of salt, right? Because we already feel like Scotty and Natalie were bumping purses, right? And I could say, maybe they were, I don't know. But I could also see things from Natalie's perspective, having to be in Janisha's face and present one way and then know what's going on and all these secrets and things that are going on behind her back. That has to be a tough role to be in. Or shit, maybe they just don't give a fuck. Maybe that's just the type of bitches that they are. I don't know. But I do know that Scotty is looking real bad. And it looks like she has egg on her face. And this karma came fast. It came quicker than what I anticipated. They've only announced that or came out publicly not even a year ago. And now here we are sitting on this episode of Scotty with the baby. And this woman is damn near in tears because she doesn't want to continue on the relationship the way in which she agreed. She agreed to him seeing other women and to her being exclusive to him. And that comes with a condo or apartment, a home or whatever it is to live in, one of his to live in. I don't even believe it's in her. Utilizes all of those things to control Scotty. And, I was thinking at first, well, she is young. Scotty's old enough to know better. She's old enough to know better. So I'm going to have to keep my eye on this because I'm not exactly sure if Scotty is playing the role or if if this is genuine. I just don't think it's going to last, and I don't think it's going to end well because Scotty has two options. Scotty's going to play Lemmy's game the way he wants to play it on his terms, his conditions, or Scotty's going to walk. Okay, she's been taken off of baddies because, of course, she has to stay home and take care of the baby. Okay, and Lemmy will continue to travel the world, run this baddie tour and any other projects that he has going on. It's going to be totally different. So where she went from being that woman, on the side or that woman, her name, it's a property that he has that she can live in. And so rent-free, mortgage-free. Okay, I believe that all of her necessities are taken care of. But I don't even feel like he's even dropping no money on her. I don't think he's giving her no bread. That's a way to keep her boxed in. So is this actually love or is this just a form of control? Scotty tries to describe it as, Lemmy's overprotective, but I think Lemmy is controlling. We will keep our eyes on this, guys. You guys, please drop down, like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, peace.